Hello, and welcome back to the Cove with more Surviving Mars Green Planet. We have an event, so let's dive right on it and see what's going on. Rockscape. Our attention is required. A famous rock band called Rockscape wishes to bring their music to Mars for a live performance. They will tour all the different colonies on Mars and have got their own transportation covered. All Rockscape's management needs is to have permission to prepare a dome for the event. Sure. That seems relatively easy. Let's gain some extra morale. That seems reasonable. At the moment, it looks like... Oh, wait a second. It doesn't exactly show our numbers for some reason. But some extra morale never goes astray. Rock and roll, baby. Let's go. The concert was awesome. Everyone had a blast. But it seems we hadn't properly estimated the noise levels and that even our domes were not made to withstand the power of rock and roll. It's caused several fractures in the hosting dome. Okay, well, I guess we didn't think this through. Fair enough. Probably shouldn't have done fireworks inside. I would have thought that would have been an outside thing, but... Oh well. Let's see. What's our trouble? This one is our trouble. Alright, well, you know what? For what we're losing is, what is it? We have 3 fractures. That's going to cost us 15 polymers. The good news is we did pick up a whole stack in our last episode from some planetary missions. So realistically, I think we're okay with that. We are losing how much? A little bit of oxygen, but you know what? We have more than we need. Yeah, we're barely hurting in that regard. Yeah, we'll let that go. Our drones can fix this up fairly quickly and easily, so I'm not too concerned. The drones should have access to whatever they need. There is a universal depot which should have a couple of polymers at all times, but you know, it is what it is. We're down to 2 leaks, so at least that's nothing too serious, and yeah, that'll go away in time. So I'm not really too concerned, all things being what they are. But alright then, that's that done. Everyone's at least a little bit happier. That is very good. We're just waiting on a little bit of fuel for us to get the caravel heading back to Earth. We have a full payload of very nice rare metals, and we should even have a second one by the time it returns. So that'll be a good chunk of change. We'll use some for some outsourcing. I think we're going to be in a pretty good spot. Now, we do still need to keep working on a few things like our machine parts and everything else, just to make sure that we do have a decent supply and we're not running out too much. But as it stands, it does look like we are finally netting a decent gain, which is good. Alright, but it looks like we have another alarm. Do not go gentle into that good night.
Today was a tough one.
We've lost
one
another
of our founders.
Another founder lost. That is sad. But unfortunately, it is what it is. The founder has passed away due to old age, which is well, it's the way you kind of want to go, realistically. So rest in peace, friend. That does open up an extra space, though, which we do care about. Let's just see. Yeah, we now have how many seniors in our domes? Let's check. We have 5 seniors. So realistically, we're not taking on too many extras. We have a good amount of youth and a couple of children. That's good to see. That should be enough for replacement. So I think we're doing all right. Yeah. All right. Well, either way, we'll see how that all goes as time does go on by. All right. So morale is clearly doing pretty well. I think that's boosting our research buildings. Yeah, we've got 3 people there now. That is 355 science per day, which is excellent. On top of our base of 300, 200 from our sponsor and 1 from our explorer, which is decent. Yeah, decent. So we're almost done with the conservation landscaping. That'll guarantee that we're making up a little bit more waste rock from when we do land projects, which I am happy to see. And then from there,
Sector scanned.
we're working on a new tech. I believe that is our extractor AI, so we can make more money while people are not working in the metal extractors. And then from there, we'll go to STEM reconstruction, keep people alive a bit longer, and then race through a few physics. Yeah, I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing alright. Alright, new anomaly though. Let's take our explorer. Let's go ahead and get you to scan the anomaly. Hopefully that's a little bit of science, but you never know. Let's also make sure that we keep on tagging a few more quadrants for research. Let's go one up over here and one over there. Yeah, I think at a certain point we'll work down this section and then we'll kind of make our way from left to right
Research
to where we can access things. Alright, well, either way, that is the landscaping sorted. So we now have terraforming subsidies. Get a one-time subsidy of $1 million funding from your sponsor. Ooh, well, that would be nice, but that is a very heavy tech for us to work our way through, so I don't think that's where we're going just yet. Let's go ahead and see what else do we have access to. STEM reconstruction, yeah, propulsion scanning. I think maybe we go for the deep scan. That's probably worthwhile doing. That's not going to take us very long either. Yeah, we'll add that onto the list. And hopefully, triple electric scrubbers will be in the next couple of techs. But either way, we'll see how that all goes. Let's see. We are ready. Everyone seems pretty good. Everyone's ready to go. So let's go ahead and return it to Earth. That seems good enough for me. I think we do leave the drones behind. Yes, we do. Okay, so that's good. So that's them. They should happily shuffle over to our other drone hub, which is ideal.
Resources are low.
Power is getting low, but again, let's just double check. It does look like we are discharging a fair bit. Well, what do we do? How much power are we going to have? We're losing 9.3. We're definitely overusing our power at this stage. I think we keep the research lab up. We need the electronics, I think. That is 24 power though. You know what? They're 2 engineers. We could shuffle them off to another job. We could either go send them to the rare metals extractor for now and just make some money, or we could send them to the research lab. Yeah, you know what? Given that we need more power, I think we do go ahead and turn this off. We're fine as far as our current usage of electronics, so yeah, I think we disable this. We go ahead and we open up 2 more jobs, and we'll see what we can gain there. Only specialists accepted. No, let's just go for no workforce restrictions. We'll send them there. If we can get any boost to our research and get the other things done first, I think that's worthwhile. But that does put us in the clear as far as our electricity consumption is concerned. So yeah, we should have a little bit stored up. Although hopefully we can get this atomic accumulator maxed out at some point, because that's going to be very ideal when we get to our next disaster, whatever that may be. Alright then. Well, that's that sorted. Looks like we're only 1/5 of the way back to Earth. That's fine. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Just thinking of these orbital probes, and they're relatively cheap tech. You know what? I think we bump them up before the other physics ones, just to see if that does open up the triple electric scrubbers. If that is the next one on the list, that'll get us there quicker, which would be much better than either of the other 2. So we can progress through just that slight bit faster. Yeah, I think that is the way we'll go. We'll just tweak that. Alright, outside of this, let's see. We don't have a great deal of extra material. Stored waste rock is disappearing. Alright, insufficient. Let's go ahead and turn that off. That saves us 30 power. Well, you know what? At least we have another full shipment of
Breakthrough
resources. So that is still good. Alright, now another research has been discovered for breakthroughs. We have Amplify provides a bigger boost to production. Huh. Okay, overcharge amplifications. So we've already paid for the upgrade, so that'll just improve our output. That is going to be quite nice. We will go for that at some point, but again, right now, I think I'm happy with our current tech. It's nothing so groundbreaking that it is required immediately, so we'll let that be. We'll let that be. Let's see. Oh, we have some waste rock over here. Let's go ahead and set that up as an extra job for our drones, just on the off chance they feel like doing something. We'll go ahead and get all of that. Sort that out. That should be fine. We could also go ahead and maybe flatten this out as well. Yeah, there we go. A couple of jobs for them to focus on, just in case they feel like it. I really don't care how it goes. It's only a little bit of excess waste rock, but every little bit does count, so I'll take what I can get my hands on. And at some point, we may even go ahead and get a, an RC dozer? We will need to research that tech, but that could shuffle all of this to a very nice amount of waste rock and produce a good amount for us there. Alright, so, let's see. One building's not working. Looks like it's the grocer. Probably do need someone working there at some point. We have 2 people at the university. I'm sure they'll fill that job fairly soon. Yeah, I think we just let that be for now. I think we just let that be. Yeah. Alright. So let's see. That should be fine. That should be fine. This is working out rather nicely. Gaining a little bit of extra science with those extra workers. In fact... Oh, we must have maybe opened up an extra spot and let that other worker, our engineer, do a different job. Yeah, you guys have no specialization, so that's fine. Medic, and an engineer. I suppose they just went over there instead, and we let a scientist shuffle their way in. That's okay. That's still better science generation, so we'll take what we can get. Yeah, slowly working our way up. 734 is not too bad considering. That will certainly help us out. Still takes us a good couple of days though to make some good progress on the current techs. But you know what? We're about to be able to go ahead and spend some money. So let's go ahead and go back to the resupply. Let's have a look at a passenger rocket. We may only bring a couple of people. We don't want... Wait a second. Let's just double check. How many vacancies have we got? We have 17, and we have a couple of children. Yeah, one. Yeah, we only have one child, but that's okay. So let's just see. Resupply. We could bring a geologist. That wouldn't be bad. We could bring another engineer. That wouldn't be the end of the world either. Double rations I don't think is too big of an issue right now. We've got plenty of food. You're a senior, so we'll definitely remove you. Scientist could be nice. A youth and a workaholic. That is rather good. No specialization. That could also be decent for one of our other domes and make sure that those who are specialized can go somewhere. Being a hippie as well is a pretty decent trait. Twice as much comfort from gardens and parks. Let's see, what else? Engineer, a nerd and a workaholic as well. A survivor. That's not bad. So let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Any other no specializations that are better? I think party, animal, rugged, and vegan should be fine. We could pick up another medic. That wouldn't be bad either. Yeah, I think that's not too bad. Party animal and composed. That's also a decent combination. Yeah. Alright, so that's what? How many have we locked in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Realistically, that gives us a little bit of room for some natural growth. That'll fill up a couple of jobs that we do need to focus upon. The geologist will help us make our money back. The engineer can work with either machine parts or electronics. Scientist, obviously for science. Engineer, also for the same. And then a couple of no specializations as well as a medic, which I do believe we're short on at least one. So yeah, you know what? That's maybe who we take. Let's go ahead and we're going to remove a couple of other people. The extra scientist could be nice. In fact, maybe we do just keep one more scientist. Just try and buff our chances. We'll get rid of the ones that we don't really like the look of. We'll also make sure that we kick off any botanists for now. We're not really hurting for them. Let's see. A gambler, that's only a negative. No. Fit survivor and party animal. That's not bad. Let's get rid of the engineer. Same with this one as well. Same with you. Alright, so we have a couple to choose from. Fit and composed. Or just composed. Okay, so that's easy. Or party animal, survivor, and fit. I think we go for fit and composed. I think that's going to be the best one for us. So that'll give us 9 people. That seems decent. Yeah, I think this is what we go for. Let's go ahead and launch. Unfortunately, we have had an issue where if people die from an unnatural death, we will start losing applicants. But for now, we're just going to stick with this because, again, we don't want to introduce too many people and have issues. So let's launch. That'll help us out a little bit. Some extra science. Yeah, I think we're going to be in a fairly safe place. Although I do see that our metals are slowly dropping down. We may need to build ourselves a metal extractor. But again, if we can get the tech for the extractor AI, that will reduce our need for workers. So that might be something that we just passively work on while we actively make money. So yeah, that's what we'll go ahead and do. Let's see, what else do we need to focus on? Food-wise, right, we should focus on this at some point. Food
sector scanned.
Sorry, our soil quality has increased to 60%, soon to be 70. I think, given the fact that we are slowly consuming, we should probably go ahead and maybe add in some potatoes here or there. Let's go 1 round of potatoes just to make a whole bunch of extra food, and then we'll do 2 of the soybeans. So we're still increasing our soil quality over a full run, but we're still making a decent amount of food on a somewhat regular basis. Yeah, I think that is a decent proposition. Alright, so we'll get that going. That should be fine. Oh, we have scanned another sector. We should probably go ahead and find where there are some extra materials, some extra metals. We know that there are some hanging around, so we should use our rover, transport rover, to go ahead and pick up those. Looks like there's some decent numbers down over here. Let's just go ahead and create, yeah, transport route. I think there's, I can't really see in the dark. Let's just assume that that's there, and then we'll go ahead and drop that there. I don't think it would be going down there if there were no resources for it to pick up, so we'll just assume that the drone has some level of intelligence and won't go for a silly thing. We are losing a whole stack of water right now. I am trying to figure out why that is. What are we doing wrong? We're using water, that's understandable. We have 2 days worth of water. I guess maybe it's because we've disabled some of these moisture evaporators. You should be running 24/7. Yeah. Okay, we'll get that up and running 24/7. Would rather turn off one of these other ones that is less beneficial, but you know what? We have the power in excess. This is full. The accumulator's charging nicely. Yeah, that'll be... let's see. We'll get that running 24/7 as well, since we get the optimal. And same thing there. These other ones we can leave at a less important situation, but that should be fine. Yep, there we go. Water is now up and running again. Not that we really use too much from our water towers. Yeah, I think that's fine. One building isn't working. What is this, the grocer? Huh. Well, you know what? We will get those jobs sorted out at some point sooner or later. So I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, they'll fill that job as time goes by. All right. So, you know what? Yeah, we have money. We were going to go ahead and pay for some extra science, and I dare say we shall. I really want to make our way through this just so we're producing more money more quickly. Let's outsource the 5,000 science for $1 billion over the next 5 sols. There we go. So that now kicks us up to almost 1 3/4,000 science per day. So that should be a very nice, quick and easy way to get through what we need. Yeah, that is very nice. And then that coupled on with the extra scientist or two, that should mean that we should be making quite a decent amount of science. We'll open that up because I think we can have 2. If necessary though, we will do the night shift. That'll be all right. They should have their cares taken care of. We can keep working over here for our money. Yeah, and we have the 35 fuel as well, so we can go ahead and get some money back as soon as we land. Excellent. Oh, and they even travel with a little bit of food. Well, that is very nice. Alright, dust storm in a day and a half. Fair enough. Let's make sure we're prepared. Realistically, I think we should probably build up an extra water tower just to be safe. I think we were doing all right, but realistically, I think an extra one wouldn't be too foolish. So, where do we want to put it? Over here or over there? I think we go ahead and we just place that here. Keep it all nice and connected. Yeah, that'll be fine. Let's also make sure that if that is now the case, we go ahead and have all of our moisture evaporators working at capacity. We need to have as much water in storage as possible. So again, just double checking that that is all sorted. Yep. Alright, excellent. So they will be full. By the time that gets built, that should start filling up as well, which will give us some extra length. We have 10 days worth of oxygen, much less in the way of water, so I'm not too concerned about that. And that should be all that we need. Yeah, let's land our rocket as well. Make sure that we are getting our population back up and under control. We'll shuffle around some people as necessary, but I think we should be fairly good. Alright, so it looks like a few people are heading over here. Alright, new colonists, that's excellent. You, my friend, let's go. Yeah, we can refuel. We can refill the cargo bay, and then I think we'll zip you away. I will double check for any more planetary anomalies, but right now... Oh, we could do the engineer for the breakthrough. I think we actually have enough engineers for that. Ooh, hang on a second. Let's just have a quick check. Let's see. Let's go to our mission profile. No? Not our milestones. Whereabouts? Command center. That's the one we're after. Let's see. Whereabouts are we? colonists. Okay. We are looking for the engineer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we have enough. We have enough. You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and get that breakthrough. The money is nice to have, but at the same time too, it's not something that we're, it's not something that we need immediately. I would rather get that sorted out. They'll be back in 12 hours. It still takes... Yeah, they're only gone for 12 hours, so that'll be fine. Let's go ahead and we'll get that done. Send the expedition. There we go. That'll sort that out. They'll go whenever they're ready. Let's also see that... Oh, wow, we have a whole bunch of non-specialized in the university. That is good, but also not quite what we need right now. Yeah, geologists, scientists. Let's go for reject specialists, if possible. And we'll make that a priority, so that should pick a couple from here. Yeah, you're an adult. Let's set you to over there. You as well, middle-aged guy. You can work at the grocer, and I think that's about it. You know, let's set you youth. I don't know if... Oh no, it does seem that you can work there, so that is good enough. We'll get that done. Martian University, not as much of a priority. Water reclamation system is fine. Let's check that everybody is appropriately employed. So that'll happen. Let's see. Where is our medic? There are some unemployed people. Geologist, scientist, engineer. Oh, okay, never mind. Maybe we didn't have a medic. Oops, daisies. We'll let anyone work there. Yeah, sure. The botanist can do that. That'll be fine. Let's send the scientist. Let's shuffle you over to the Jade Dome. Get you working in our tech. You are a geologist. Let's get you working over here. And then let's see, another scientist. Let's go ahead and we'll set you up over there. So let's see, and then an engineer. We can probably go ahead and open up that machine parts factory. That should be safe. Yeah, and then we'll give it a minute or two for them to figure that out. Alright. Let's see. Refueling is happening. That's all good. Our rover is still clearly transporting things, so that's a good sign. We must have collected the right thing. We've got our water tower working. That is increasing in storage, which is very nice. I think we're going to be fairly fine with this next dust storm. Also, too, with the large wind turbines with the extra polymer blades, I think we'll be perfectly safe. Yeah, this should be reasonably good. Alright, let's see. Geologists are working there, making 6.2 per soul. We have one vacancy in our work slots. Oh. Let's see. Engineer. Okay, they're all the ones that are on the mission, so that's a non-issue. We have the perfect amount for 2 full work shifts. This is excellent. 600 science per soul. Almost 2,000 per day. Yeah, there we go. We're going to get this research extractor sorted out really nicely. We'll even get that up and running overnight, and we may even go ahead and build up an underground metals extraction as well. Alright, and rapid sleep. Okay, what is this breakthrough? Colonists need to sleep for only 1 hour and regain extra sanity when sleeping? Well, that is not a breakthrough we had in our previous game. That is awesome. That is very nice to see. Yeah, we definitely do want to go for that at some point. Gaining extra sanity when sleeping is good. Only needing to sleep for 1 means that they'll be able to go through so many more jobs and through so many more services and gain whatever they need. That'll be particularly good. More sectors is being scanned. That is also rather good. let's check and see. What have we got? We've got 2 more. Let's go 8 and 9. I suppose that'll be fine. Yeah. Alright, so let's see. These guys will be back in a couple of hours. The dust storm will then be a little bit after that. We potentially will have enough fuel as well to be able to send this away. We are producing 15 per day. Yeah, I think we're doing rather well. And we're going to start making our way through this tech really nice and quick, which I'm very pumped for. Guarantees we're making money, guarantees we can keep on outsourcing science, and we can fill in a few of our gaps. Because even now, if we don't quite have enough in the way of resources, if we're making this much money this easily, we will very happily be able to pay for the difference. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.